Christmas 2020, the holiday season, the end of the year. Oh my goodness. A part of me is shocked that we're here, that this year is coming to an end, and that we're in the middle of celebrating the holidays. A part of me feels like this has taken 3 to 4 years to get to this year. Um, I wanted to come on today and wish you all a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate during this holiday season. I wanted to wish you a very merry one. This year, as you all know, has been challenging. I feel like I say that a lot. I'm trying to, as we roll into 2021, get rid of the word challenging. uh, and I really hope that all of you get some time of reflection at the end of this year and through these holidays and make it the best that it possibly can be. For some people, their holidays have changed very little. For some people, their holidays look completely different. And I wrote a blog post about being really present during this time and trying to find the joy in those simpler things in life. If you can't get together with larger groups, or you have a family member who is being really cautious with COVID restrictions due to their own health issues, or whatever the situation you find yourself in with your family and friend dynamic, there is still a lot to be grateful for. And the more you plug into those things and the more you spend time in your brain thinking about them and feeling grateful for them, the better getting through this holiday season will be. I know for myself, I put my Christmas tree up early. We've been watching Christmas movies. I got my teenage boys and one of their girlfriends to watch Home Alone with us one night. We've been happy watching The Mandalorian every Friday night. We've been really, man, if you saw the last episode of season 2, you loved it. You know it. It was awesome. We've been trying to find intentional time to make this holiday season as good as it possibly can. I have a spider plant that is a baby sprout of a plant that Jason gave his mother when he was 7 years old. And his mom passed away last year. So we got this plant and it gives off all these sprouts. So earlier this year, I started making little teeny tiny plants and I've been giving them away. And I think I've made about 60 of them so far. And I had 8 left. I brought them into my practice and I gave them out to some of my patients that came in yesterday and today. And that made me really happy. I got like little 2020 ornaments. On one side, it had all the negatives of 2020. And then on the other side, it had all the things that were the silver linings of it. And they were super inexpensive. So I put some of them in little bags and I'm giving them out to people that I don't normally give little gifts to, just as a little reminder of this year. For some of us, we want to forget this year as soon as humanly possible. But hopefully, for most of us, there are a couple of chunks of things, a couple of things that we can take away from this year and move forward and keep them with us. Maybe maybe we aren't as overscheduled as we used to. Maybe we have a little more downtime. Maybe we have changed or set a new boundary within our relationships that's going to stick, and we had the opportunity to make that change this year, kind of under the guise of COVID. And not that people were lying about it, but it gave you a reason to really think about things of, can I do this? Do I want to do this? Um, it, During the holidays, am I normally so stressed out I can't even enjoy it? And so maybe next year, even if things are back to quote unquote normal, I need to rethink how many holiday parties, holiday events, holiday galas, holiday everything, like how many things I say yes to. Maybe this year is the year that we learn that slowing down isn't so bad. And so I'm hopeful as we wrap up 2020 within the next week or so, that those little nuggets of things have been really set in stone in your mind of, I can do my life in a little different way. And so that's one of the things that I think many of us can take away from this year of oh, this year's been blah. Another thing I wanted to bring up, we did the giving tree, the branch giving tree for the moms community. And we had about 35 moms contribute cash donations, gift cards, presents, and we were able to provide presents and assistance to 12 local families. Sometimes when you do something like this, you realize that there's so many people in need, and it's heartbreaking. You can only help so many with your own efforts. And so as soon as you start putting yourself out there that you're going to be doing something like this, then you start hearing of other families that need your help. And I know I was trying to then take families that we couldn't help and be able to say, hey, here's another resource for you. But it's this year has been tough for a lot of people financially. And I am now in the position where I'm able to be the one that is helping. But I've certainly been in a spot in my life where I've had to be the one to ask for help or accept help. So another thing I wanted to talk about was that if you are still going through a challenging time, reach out to people, talk to them about it. Reach out to local charities that have food or offering of assistance for people that are going through a lot this time. There are a lot of resources out there that some of the people that I know that we were able to help with our giving tree said, I've never been in this situation, so I had no idea there were so many resources out there. Now, of course, there's a limited amount of resources, and not every resource is going to be available for you, but there there are people out there, there are organizations out there that are looking for people that are need of a little bit of extra help. The other thing I want to talk about, I kind of mentioned before, is being present and slowing your brain down and taking in everything around you. Make time to take it in. And don't just let the busyness of the season, which I know for many it's slowed down overall, um, take some time to really think about what's happening and plug into it. Another thing in this slower holiday season that I think we can tap into is a little bit more rest. Maybe you need to take a couple of naps. Maybe you need to sleep in a little bit. Maybe you need to go to bed earlier. Maybe you want to just go upstairs in your room or find a nook in your house and read a book when usually you'd be running around with your head cut off. So you can find those pockets of times where you don't have to be as busy as you were, and there's so many ways you can fill that with meditation, with all these other wonderful things that can calm our bodies and soothe our souls and get us ready for another year. Another thing is water. Around the holidays, we tend to eat more snacks, more sugar, probably more salty things. We might tend to drink more. So, all of that yummy goodness and happiness that comes in foods and drinks that we enjoy around the holidays also wreaks some havoc on our bodies. So, like we talked about with Liz and Becca earlier, the our previous podcast with them, we were talking about you don't have to go into the holidays and go crazy and eat everything. You want to enjoy it and really, again, be intentional with enjoying what you're having. But make sure that you take some breaks. Make sure you're drinking some water. Make sure that you're balancing out some of that yummy goodness with some yummy good nutrition. And you can make some balance for yourself during this holiday season so you don't wake up the next day feeling like complete crap. The other thing is, many of us aren't able to see all of our family and friends in the same ways that we would normally see them. Yesterday, my family, my dad and stepmother and sister, got on a Zoom call for a few hours and just had a really nice time catching up. It certainly isn't the same as being in person. My family lives in New Jersey and also in Colorado, so we actually don't normally see each other on the actual holiday. But this year is a year that we weren't even able to get together. We normally do something in the beginning of December. We normally go to New Orleans, which is super fun. We just go for a couple nights and go out to a couple nice restaurants and walk around the city. And the last few years, it's been like 75 and sunny. It's been beautiful. So when you can't do certain things like that right now this year, there are still ways to connect and make sure that you're catching up and sharing a few special moments with those that you love. this year will be one for the books. It'll probably be a book that I don't regularly want to open up all of the pages and look at. I am trying hard to figure out my lessons learned, and I am trying to feel proud of myself, and you should too, for getting through the muck of this year. And I know for some of you, you are thriving in certain ways, and for others of you, you're still really struggling either with emotional health issues, financial issues like we talked about, um, the loss of family, the loss of a job. So there's I don't mean to just wash it all away with gratitude and happiness. I understand that some things are still really, really hard. But I always look towards a new year kind of as a turning of a page and a fresh start. And so I'm looking forward to 2021. And I'm really looking forward to spending this Christmas time with my boys, with Jason, with his son, with a couple of friends and family that I am able to get together with. And I am appreciating those get-togethers and that time even more than I have in past years. So I wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, again, anything you celebrate this time of year. I hope that you enjoy the spirit around you. I hope you take the time to look out at the beautiful lights and see the good that's all around us right now and look forward to a brighter 2021. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.